Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As I covered Hendrheim last time, we're going to do one of the other deal creation club houses that you can get in the anniversary edition. We're going to do Myrwatch. As you can see, I've been playing a bit offline, exploring, doing all sorts of quests. I even got a reindeer that only cost me about $17.50. I can cover that in this video on where to get it. And I got a little bit new gear when it comes to the Vigilant Veteran armor, which increases my armor by a fair amount. But first, we'll go over here to Morthal. If you can't fast travel, you can go to the stables in Whiterun or any of the major cities, and you can hire a carriage I believe for like 50 gold to take you to Morthal. You know, when you first show up, you're going to see the mob outside. You don't have to pay attention to any of this. We're going to head out here into the swamp areas. Alright, I've already been through here, and usually you have to fight a chorus. One of those weird bug things that the Falmer likes so much. I really freaking hate them. And you come through here, and you find this guy, and you'll pick up his journal. When the eye is doused in flames, the hair will light the way. I've heard that fool Sinnar say it over and over, breath stinking of ale, as if it were a limerick. Given his dark hood, you might think it was a dangerous spell, but so long as no one's hair caught on fire or found imps in their cupboards, the words were harmless, just the mad ramblings of a drunk. Of the inn patrons, only I bothered to humor him. We bonded over a bottle of hunting brew and the bucket with which we had history. So when the elf bit the dust, it was only natural he left his things to me. Among them weighed countless pieces of junk, including full ownership of the bucket, a spell tome written in some long-dead language. But as soon as I started cursing the old fool for willing me his trash, I'll slip 2 items value, a map, and notes to a tower deep in the swamps. It was only after reading it that I realized his drunken words weren't part of any limerick. They were instructions, a way in. Now that I am here, things are getting even more clear. The hair part still doesn't make a lick of sense, but the eye is the stone seal. That much I'm sure. Yet nothing I seems to work. I've doused it in fire from my torch. I've chopped kindling for hours and built a bonfire high enough to scorch the bloody moon. Still nothing. Maybe the seal can only be broken with magic. Well, if that drunken fool can learn to cast spells, so can I. I got the bastard's tome. I just need to make sense of the words. But I better be quick. The fire seems to be attracting all sorts of creatures from the belly of this unholy marsh. Hopefully I can manage to survive long enough to discover whatever treasure lies within. And so is that. As we already do know, Spellbook Flames, we can either take it or leave it. I'm going to leave it for now. It's not important. So, most people would want that, but the seal right here, you want to burst it with fire. Sometimes even elemental flare will work. And the hair is talking about is this little ghostly thing. And just like that, we can enter Myrwatch. One cool thing about this is that there's a journal here, and it talks about how this place was set up as a place for college students from the College of Winterhold to come and learn battle magic, because somebody had a premonition of disaster striking the world. Well, they turned out to be correct. So every single one of the students that were here went to the capital province, Cyrodiil, and fought against Oblivion when the Emperor was killed and the Oblivion gates were opened. That's one of the cool things. And there's quite a few things you can do, especially when it comes to all these ones from Hendrheim to Myrwatch to I think it's Reap the Gallows. You got, the enchantment area. This one's a bit creepier than what I'm used to. You got alchemy, you got a lot of mannequins, you can print, and also, you know, where you can collect stuff. So each place is whatever home you want to make it. If you want to be just a plain sorcerer and make this your home, you can. Honestly, I prefer Hinderheim because I just like its location. I like the out in the wilderness Nordic style a lot, and also it's just like a cabin away from people. It fits me. It's the reason why I like it. But yeah, you got that area, you got a cooking area. You have several beds. It's a pretty cool area, and there's a lot of books. There's coins, potions, all kind of stuff to grab, including something that's usually hard to get unless you kill Ulfric Stormcloak. But it's all pretty cool. So that's how you get into Myrwatch, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to cover any of the other ones, including the Gallows, the Tundra Homestead, and any of the others. And I'll catch you in the next one.